working on a 16-ounce junior from the Still Magnolia. I will have a discount code for these tumblers linked for you guys in the description. I have my cup sanded and I'm going to paint the whole thing white. I use chalk paint, but you are more than welcome to just base it with a spray paint as well. Once that paint is dry, I'm going to just turn my cup over and eyeball half of the tumbler, marking the bottom and a little bit up the side. Then I am going to take my ultimate tumbler tool from Cami Page Boutique. There will also be a discount code for this tool linked for you guys in the description. It's amazing, and I just feel like every tumbler maker needs one. But then I'm going to line up this long, I don't even know what this piece is called, but it's just a perfect line maker. We're going to call it the line maker, and we're going to line it up with the little line that you did on the bottom, and then just make a light line on your tumbler to mark the top half as well. Now you're going to decide what shape you would like, and you are going to cut that shape out of vinyl. I did just a simple Christmas tree, and I'm just going to eyeball this as well. So in between those two marks on the half, I just made another little mark at the top of the half. So now we have almost like 4/4 of our cup, but that's just going to be my base point to know where to put my decals. I'm going to put one tree on one side and then eyeball about where it would line up and place the other tree on the other side. Now that your little trees are placed on, just take the first color you're going to be using for your tie-dye cup, and I chose pink. I am really loving the pink Pastel Christmas, so I decided to do a pastel tie-dye. Just base coat the entire decal in the color of your choice. Don't worry about being super precise, as we are going to add some brush strokes to the outside to start our tie-dye pattern. Take the same color of paint and a little thin paintbrush and just go around your tree, giving it a few flicks of the wrist and giving it a few brush strokes. Just be careful not to overdo this part, because if you get too crazy with your brush strokes, you can distort your image and it doesn't look like a Christmas tree anymore. Now you are going to take your next color, but leaving some white in between the pink. I am using this color, this kind of a minty blue color, and I'm just going to follow the shape of what we did with our tree, but taking some brush strokes longer to the outside and longer to the inside, but also leaving some of that white. Just ignore that I dropped my brush and made a big blob on that one side. I'm going to go back in with white and touch that up in a minute. But you are going to go back all the way around your tree until you get the effect you are looking for. Now going back in with our pink, we're just going to do the exact same thing, leave some white in between the mint and the pink, but this time we are going to thicken our strokes a little bit. There needs to be a little bit wider of the pink. A tie-dye pattern kind of starts small and grows as it gets kind of wrapped around, and we're trying to mimic that here. Then we are going to finish this up, going around one more time with that mint color. Once again, make sure this section is a little bit thicker than the pink section. And then once you are all done with this, do the exact same thing on the other side. Once your tie-dye is completed on the top, pick one of the colors. I chose this one, the mint color, and I'm just going to paint from the ridge all the way down to the base. Now we are going to take some Mod Podge or glitter glue in a needle nose tip squeeze bottle. It doesn't matter which bottle. I got this one on Amazon forever ago, but just make sure it's a needle nose. It is a lot easier to do this design if you have a squeeze bottle. If you don't and you don't want to go buy one, then a brush will work just fine. I just feel like the bottle makes it go a little bit faster. So we are going to fill in the entire tree, and then we're going to go back and follow our brush strokes with the glue and the bottle. And then while that glue is wet, we are going to sprinkle on our glitter of choice. I chose this really gorgeous pink called Cactus Blossom. Going back in with our needle nose squeeze bottle, we are now just going to follow the white pattern that we created. And while that glue is wet, you are going to sprinkle on your glitter color. Mine is a super gorgeous white called Frosting. Just keep following your pattern and sprinkling on the glitter that coordinates with your brush strokes. The mint I chose today is called Succulent. It's super gorgeous as well. And then when you're done with this side, flip it over and do the exact same thing on the other side. When you have your cup completely glittered on the top, you may want to spray seal this section really well before we move on to the bottom. I spray sealed my cup really well and let it dry completely. That is super important. So when you move on, that you aren't getting your glitter stuck up in your beautiful pattern. But I'm just going to take some Mod Podge and a paintbrush and paint the bottom with the Mod Podge, and then sprinkling on that succulent glitter one more time to cover the base. Once this Mod Podge is dry, I'm going to spray seal my cup one more time to ensure that my glitter doesn't shift up on my pattern. Once your spray sealer is completely dry, add a layer of epoxy. Now you could have left your cup just with the succulent base. It was cute just like that, but I decided to add some of this pink metallic striping on the bottom. This vinyl is from Diycrafts. I'm sorry, I don't know the name of it because I've had it for quite some time. But I cut 2 thicker stripes that I'm going to place right underneath the curve and on the bottom. And then I cut 3 thinner stripes that I am going to place in between the thicker stripes. Once you have your cute little striping on the bottom, you now can add a final layer of epoxy. You can add a decal if you wish, but a lot of my tie-dye cups I just leave as is because I feel like there's already so much going on and it kind of takes away from the design. And here is our fun Christmas tree pastel tie-dye tumbler all finished. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to look for me on all other social media platforms under Diamonds and Dust. Thanks so much for watching, guys.